Welcome back to my channel. So it has been a little while. If you know me, you know I get busy, stuff comes up and I have priorities, unfortunately. But look, if you saw in the title, we are going to discuss the WWE Women's Tag Team Division. So, do you know, I actually recorded this video. This is my third time recording this video because each time something's either changed or I wasn't happy with it. So we are on take 3. See if this one actually makes the edit and actually gets out. We'll see. But yeah, the women's tag team division at the minute, it's not perfect, but when I first thought about doing this video, it was a disaster. But I have some opinions on it and I'm going to share them. So here we are. Let's get on with today's video. When we first got the women's tag team titles, oh my god, I was so excited. When we got them belts, I was so excited. I've been waiting for so long for this to happen. I thought, you know what, there is so much potential and there is so much the company could have actually done. Don't get me wrong, we didn't have the most incredible tag teams at the moment. A lot of them were just getting thrown together. Usual stuff, unfortunately. But, you know, we had a few good matches, like at Elimination Chamber for the actual titles. That was a really good match, personally. Unfortunately, it kind of all just went a little bit downhill for a little while when it wasn't taken seriously. They were kind of giving them to anyone and everyone. I need to do a bloopers video. That's what I do need to do. But you know what, for some reason I'm so passionate about this topic. Like, it actually makes me like angry a little bit. And that's quite sad, but it does. But I just want a proper tag team division and not a pretend one. So the reason that I finally decided to do this video again, do you know what? Because it was going to be, the first 2 times I've done it, it was going to be a complete rant. A complete Jess rant. Obviously, there's some of my best work are rants, but I'm trying to avoid it and think of the positives in this kind of situation. After the weekend when we saw a Payback, oh god, do you know what? You know, if you know me, you know I always moan about tag teams being thrown together, but the current tag team champions I can get behind, right? Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, like, oh. If you know me, you know I'm not the biggest fan of Nia, but I'm a big fan of Shayna. Nia's reaction after winning them titles was one of the funniest things I have ever seen in my life. It was beautiful. And not only that, like, what I like about these two being together is because they're in the nicest way, they're monsters. Oh, that's going to come across horribly. You get what I mean. They're the big powerhouses. They're the ones you've got to be worried about. But the funniest, well, not funny, but it was quite weird because obviously Nia came out in a Tamina top, which I think it was kind of being like, I should be doing this with Tamina, but I'm here with Shayna. If you saw, they've had a little bit of a tiff going on for a little while about one of them's, you know, obviously gonna mug the other one off, and they wasn't gonna be the perfect team, but for some weird reason it worked out well, and they are the tag team champions. If you actually watched the match, if you did watch the match, do you know what? I'd actually say watch it just because of the finish. Shayna absolutely killed the finish. She did a double submission. Oh, it was so good, like so good. And I was watching it, obviously I was staying up late for that night as we had a bank holiday Monday, so I thought I'd stay up and watch it. Probably one of the main matches I was actually looking forward to of that night. It was absolutely brilliant, and the whole of Twitter was going mental. As soon as this happened with Shayna, everyone was just losing the plot, and especially me. Like, I was jumping. I was so excited. But some weird reason I really like these two together. I'm not sure what the hell is going to go on, what the hell is going to happen, but I am here for it. And obviously with this video, I'm going to discuss just different tag teams and what the hell is going on, really. Boss and Hug connection. Right, let's be real. Sasha and Bayley have really, ideally, since kind of Charlotte and Becky haven't been around, have been carrying that women's division. And I'm not always the biggest fans of them both, but they are doing such a good job. Both of them. Really, really good job. And they've kind of shown such a different side. Like, I just weren't expecting them to be that good. And it's just the way, you know, they've been double champs. And now it's kind of all coming crashing down on them after they were in everyone's faces and they were picking on people. Do you know, they've grown on me a lot. If you've seen my videos before, you know I'm not the biggest fan of both of these two. But, you know, the last few months, they've really managed, for what we've kind of had going on, they've managed to just pull everything along, really, for the whole women's division, if I'm completely honest. I just love, like, the chemistry between them. Obviously, they're best friends anyway. And, yeah, it's just something about them. You know, they're like the bad girls. And they're just people that, you know, Sasha as well, she looks incredible. That woman is so beautiful and she looks incredible. And, you know, Bayley's heel turn personally is probably the best thing that ever happened to that woman. It was absolutely brilliant. But will they turn on each other? We see a little bit of tension going on at the minute. We don't know what's going to happen, do we? But yeah, one of them's going to turn. I'm not even sure who, but one of them is going to turn on each other. Quite a sore subject. The IIconics. Do you know what? This is so annoying. This is so annoying. I don't know if you've been watching regular shows each week or if you've seen Twitter. You might have lived in a cave. I don't know where you've been. But they're something kind of... I don't really know what happened. But they're now doing their individual things. So we're not going to have the IIconics anymore. Sorry. Backtrack. What you're doing, no, this doesn't work for me. The IIconics for me are the only proper tag team. I can't even explain how many times I've said this. It really angers me. The IIconics, right? Just the matching outfits. Let's just go there with that. The friendship between them, the microphone skills of these women. They're hilarious. They're not the best in the ring, if I'm honest. They're improving. Peyton's a lot better than Billy, but don't tell Billy I said that. But yeah, they're not incredible in the ring, but as a tag team, they are freaking so good. And I can't think of them as single competitors. It just doesn't fit in there for me. Not impressed with the situation at all. Yeah, I'm worried. I think they deserve a lot more. They deserve more of a run with them belts, 100%. Hopefully they get reunited. That's all I want. I'm not asking for much. Now, if you kind of know me, you know I'm not the biggest fan of this tag team. It's a throw it together one, which personally does not work for me. Although they've been tag team champions, although they've been friends for a while, which I was waiting for that heel turn. I was waiting for a turn. We haven't seen it yet. Now if you don't know who I'm talking about right now, obviously I'm talking about Cross and Bliss. Bliss apparently is now like a sister Abigail. It's got something going on with the Fiend. Don't know if she's in love with him. If that's her type of man. Crack on. But okay. Of course, I'm not the biggest fan of these two together. Singly, I think they're great. Like, Bliss is just a whole nother level. She's just that girl, you know. She's kind of just that girl. And Cross, she's an absolute psycho. But we love her. These two together just doesn't work. Although they had the tag team belts and they're both incredible in the ring, but to me they're single competitors and I don't really like them in a tag team. Hopefully they're not going to happen again. Of course, there was a tag team that had the tag team belts for a while, were killing it with the tag team belts. Now one of them's gone. And of course I am talking about the Kabuki Warriors. Yeah, I don't really know where to start with them really. So it's weird about, I do really miss Kairi Sane actually. I really liked her. Wasn't expecting that. Really wasn't expecting her kind of leaving. They were really good. They've got that chemistry, they've got that friendship, they've got that love, they've got that interaction in the ring. They're so good. The entrance, everything, and they deserved them championship belts. Although to me, kind of, you know, Asuka's kind of like she's a single competitor in my eyes. She is incredible. Like, if you've seen my videos before, I hope you have, because I don't know why you're here. Yeah, she's a better singles competitor, and yeah, she's just fantastic. Miss Kairi Sane, but yeah, I don't really know what kind of happened. Are they going to have a replacement? Is this going to happen all over again? We're going to have like a new shiny person come in and kind of take Kairi Sane's spot? Probably not, but who knows? This one is a little bit of a kick in the teeth. Right, the Riott Squad. The Riott Squad. When they first appeared on our screens, I was a fan. Bit bitchy, but I was a fan. Then they kind of started doing their own thing and they were being single competitors. Then Ruby went off and had her operation. She was off for a while. We then saw Sarah kind of have this little thing with Charlotte Flair. Then we had Liv just get the biggest push of her life, and she was slaying. Then we saw Sarah Logan get released. Now she's pregnant. Ruby Riott come back, kind of started doing her own thing. I thought, that's it. Ruby Riott's going to be a champ. She deserves the championship. Now the Riott Squad are back together without Sarah. Not really sure what happened, if I'm honest. Will say I love their matching outfits at the weekend. Banging. Absolutely amazing outfits. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. They've both... They've been arguing a little bit, haven't they? You know, the IIconics have been kind of winding them up that, you know, one of them's going to turn on the other. What's going to happen kind of thing. I don't know. If they stay together, like, personally... Liv, in my eyes, is not the strongest on her own. I know, not a nice thing, but she's not the strongest on her own. Ruby Riott, though, is strong on her own. So I don't... It would have been better if Sarah and Liv were kind of together. Obviously, Sarah can't at the minute, obviously. But who's going to do the heel turn? Is it going to happen? Who knows? Yeah, I don't... I feel like they're going to be champions soon, which I wouldn't mind. Like, there could be worse teams. There really could be worse teams having it, but yeah, so Riott Squad, the reunited Riott Squad. Now, something else I wanted to bring up is the random NXT tag teams they put together. Like, they do put some weird ones together. We had Tegan and Shotzi a little while ago. That is somewhat, that, you know, that's actually a tag team I could probably get behind, to be fair. Both of them, in my eyes, you know, they're not for me. I think Shotzi in a minute is absolutely killing it, but she's not the strongest competitor on her own. I think, you know, Tegan especially, Tegan and Dakota Kai, when they were kind of doing their thing, they were brilliant together. Absolutely brilliant. But anyway, Shotzi and Tegan, I don't know. There is some, they do just throw some random tag teams out there, which... isn't bad. It's nice to kind of test the waters, but don't really know what NXT are doing. Don't know if they're going to keep bringing them backs and forwards to Raw and SmackDown, kind of seeing who's going to be kind of paired with who. Don't know, but yeah. There is actually one tag team that is no longer a tag team. One of them's not really in the company anymore, but there is a tag team I'd like to see with the belts. Though there was a teaser that they were going to have them, and yes, I'm talking about Beth Phoenix and Natalya. There was a possibility that they were going to have them, and you do not know how pissed off I was that they did not get them belts. You don't even understand. For me, these two are two of the best ever. Their chemistry, everything about them, incredible. Imagine if they came back and just stormed in, did their bit, had the belts for a bit, and built that tag team division up even more. Imagine how beautiful that would be. I think Natalya's doing some weird thing with Lana at the minute, which I actually do quite like them both. So imagine they're going to end up being tag team champions, aren't they? But we'd like Beth Phoenix back. Beth Phoenix, especially after the Royal Rumble this year, we'd like Beth Phoenix back, but we're not going to get it, are we? So, but look, overall, Give me storylines. Give me banging feuds. There is so much potential. No, keep turning on each other, because we don't want that. We're not single competitors. We are tag teams and we want to be together. Simple, you know. Give the girls some proper competition. Give them a bloody chance. Like, honestly, make the belts relevant and just worth fighting for, because at the minute I'm struggling. I've been struggling about this for months, and this is a topic I'm so passionate about, because, you know, if they're going to bring in such big things like tag team belts, you know, we're trying to build a women's evolution right now. They're trying to build something, and letting them down like that, come on now. But yeah, let me know what you think about the situation and what you think is going to happen kind of going forward. Who knows? But yeah, that's my, it wasn't really a rant, was it? It wasn't a rant. It was kind of a little bit of opinion, a little bit of who I think should have them. But yeah, we are back. We are back. I am back. I don't know why I say we all the time, but apparently I do. I shall see you soon. Make sure you like and subscribe and check out my socials. You know, they're always linked below. And yes, I shall see you very soon.